Hello and welcome back to the Blade of Arkadia channel. You are watching Entropia Universe and I am here at Arkadia, the quarry. Why am I here at Celeste Quarry? Well, basically I'd heard that there was an upgrade mission to the Viceroy armour set. Now, I did a video a long time ago on what it takes to get the Viceroy armor set, and now we can upgrade it. So you talk to the same chap that you talked to in the first place to get Viceroy, and you can upgrade to adjusted, improved and modified, but you have to do them one at a time. You can't just go straight to modified. You have to go to adjusted first, then improved, then modified. And if you're ultra lucky and have the skull candy version, you can do that too. I was quite disappointed when I couldn't actually upgrade from standard Viceroy to skull candy Viceroy. A bit gutted about that, but there you go. Unfortunately there's no way for me to get it. I'm just going to have to suck it up. Anyway, so what does the upgrade entail? Well, as you would expect, it's cost. It's all about the cost. So, if we just dig into the Viceroy adjusted upgrade, we are looking at... tell me more, blah blah blah. Okay, so what we need to do is just quickly pull up what the stats are for Viceroy right now. Let's turn off all the shiz. There we go. So upgrading to adjusted increases the durability by 250 points, so it means it'll last a little bit longer, and or certainly last a little bit longer before you start noticing it. We get an extra point on impact, we get no burn, we get 1 point on cold, we get nothing on cut. Oh no, sorry, 2 points for cut, nothing on stab, and 1 point of acid damage. And with this there are set set bonuses. So if you if you have 3 parts you get 5% evade, 5 parts you get 10% evade, 7 parts you get 10% evade and 0.2% increased critical hit chance. So what does it take to upgrade? Quite a bit actually. You need 1 full Musker limited part for every Viceroy part you're upgrading. And then I guess for each part you're looking at 2 adjusted nanites, for each part 100 bismuth plating, and for each part 30 Ospra ingots. Now I've just realised I've done my sums quite wrong, so I need to times everything by 7, which is really bad. I should have done this ahead of time properly, but there you go. Always trying to rush these because I don't have an awful lot of time these days, unfortunately. So this is a horrendous cost. So that's... oh, ouch. Yeah, I'll tell you about this in a minute. Yeah, ouch. Don't like that at all. And then we're looking at this times this. Holy 2.5. Oh, giving the game away there. Right, keep stum. Is this right? Have I got this right? This seems awfully expensive. And then we're looking at that, which is that times 7, which is that. Okay, so the total cost is let me get this down. So it's going to be this And are you ready for this? Okay, so for adjusted, the total upgrade cost for, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points of protection? 4,684 ped at current market value, which is horrendous, absolutely horrendous. You know, can you get this stuff cheaper? I don't know. I haven't managed to get that far yet, but that's a horrendous amount of money for 5 points of protection or whatever it is. I can't even remember now. So to go from adjusted to improved, we're then looking at, well, not quite the same, but almost similar kinds of money. So let me just work this out. 7.5 times 7, that's that figure. Right, let's now add all of that up. This one's not as bad, but it's still bad. So adjusted to improved, we're looking at 4,262 ped roughly, or 263 ped. Ouch, ouch. Now let's see what we get for improved. Now don't forget, this is the total value here, so it's not like you're getting that much again on the adjusted set. So we're getting 2 points on impact. Let's see if I can tot this up. So 2, let's get this down here like this. This might help. We're getting 2 points of burn. We're getting 3 points of cold and 3 points of cut, 2 points of stab, and yeah, 3 points of acid, which is 15 points. Now that is a lot more. That's a lot more, you know, over adjusted. Now, I mean, if I just quickly go back, and this is a bit tedious on the video, and I apologize. I should have done a bit more bit more looking into this before starting the video, but time is money. Right, so we go from 15 to 16, so that's 1 point. 12, that's nothing, plus 1, plus 2, plus nothing. Is this right? Yeah, plus 2, plus nothing, plus 1. Hang on, 1, 1, 2, 1. 5 points. Okay, so that's 5 points. 5 points for adjusted at a cost at market rate, from what I could tell, 4,684 ped, because the entire Muska set is 50 ped including markup. 2 adjusted nanites are horrendously valued at the moment, and 2 of them will cost you 300 ped. At last time I looked. The 100 bismuth plating will cost you around 360 ped in markup, which is lots, way too much. I'm going to check that again, to be honest, because that's an awful lot. And 30 Osprey ingots is about the most reasonable part of this. That would only cost you 2 ped. So it's pretty insignificant with the rest of the figures. Let's take a quick look at modified. And then we'll just go and check the price of bismuth, because I want to make sure that that was right as per, because I wrote these down a few days ago and things can change. You know, someone could have spiked the auction. We don't know. Oh, before I do that, what I didn't read out was the durability. So we get another 250 on top of adjusted, so that goes from 3,000 to 3,250, then to 3,500. And the set bonus, 5%, 10%, 15%, with a 0.4% increased critical hit chance. So that's doubling. That's, I think, getting an extra 5%. That's interesting. So I think what they're doing is they're pinning the cost on the set's abilities over and above its protection, because this one modified is giving you 20% evade, which is quite substantial, really, with 1%, 1 whole percent of increased critical hit chance. And you know, to see a whole percent on a value like that is quite rare. Okay, so let's have a look at these protection values and tot them up. And I also need to tot up how much this set is costing us for all parts. Tedious. Hear me typing away. Right, let's just do this quick. 200 times that. That's not too bad. Then that horrendous amount that I need to check, which is 2,520 ped for bismuth plating alone for the entire set. Nuts. And the Zulax is roughly going to be about 60 times 7, which is 420 ped. Now let's tot them all together, and we get where is it? So the entire set of lupus that you have to get for this is 222 ped markup for the lupus. So the entire cost is pretty much back with the adjusted set, 4,562 ped. Like I said, I'll check the bismuth price before closing off this video. But next thing we want to look at is the protection points. So over and above, we get 4 points on impact, plus 4 points on burn, plus 3 on cold, 5 on cut, and 4 on stab, and 4 on acid. That's 24 points total. Okay, so yeah, adjusted 5 points of extra damage protection, improved 15 points of damage protection, and modified 24 points. But 20% evade is the big thing. So I've come down to the auction house just to check the bismuth plating prices, and as you can see, what's in the auction house at the moment, the cheapest one is just under 600%, and when you check the history, it has a viable upward trend going on here. So 600, what I've done is I've costed it around 600%, and it's giving us these ridiculous values. So 100 bismuth plating, 0.6 ped each, 60 ped TT for 100 of them, at markup 360 ped, times by 7 pieces, 2,520 ped. So yeah, horrific amounts of money. And if I can quickly pop over to armor sets here, we can see that adjusted puts us around, what should we say, zombie? Zombie's probably the closest, or Vigi. I mean, you could take a look at Vigilante. This is SGA. SGA is quite pricey, but you know, aside from that, Zombie, which is a bit lower, bit higher, yeah, negligible, about the same, negligible, a lot different, but you know, they cancel each other out because they're on different things. So yeah, 72 points versus 74 points. Zombie's got way less durability, but you can have a set of Zombie for 200 odd ped. So the 4,684 ped on top of what did it cost in the first place to get Viceroy? I can't even remember. Was it 1,300 ped? Was it 3,000 ped? Those kinds of numbers are screaming out at me. So it's somewhere in there somewhere, I think. It's in there somewhere, sorry. So yeah, that's adjusted. Is it worth 4,684 ped to get those enhancements, the evade, up to 10% evade? That's for you to decide. Is 10% evade worth nigh on 5,000 ped? Arguably you could go out and find adjusted nanites yourself, get 100 bismuth plating yourself, and find the Osprey ingots yourself. But in my experience, whenever I've gone out to try and find things like this, it's ended up costing me more than it did just to buy them off other players. So whether that's the case here or not, you might have to look into it yourselves. The next one is Viceroy improved. Can't even talk at the moment. The closest match is Ghost, but Ghost is a crafted armour and it has crap durability and is, you know, if these values are to be believed, it's quite cheap. It has been cheap for quite a while. So realistically, the next option is Bear, and you know, Bear is pretty similar. So yeah. Bear 88 points versus 84 points. Bear has slightly less durability, and Bear costs, according to this, about TT plus 1,300 ped, which is a long shot from 5,000 ped plus 4,000 ped. That's a lot of ped to throw at a couple of upgrades. Yes, you get 15% evade with that. Is it worth that? Not from where I'm set. Definitely not. If the price of these things comes down, it's an option, right? It's an option. The TT value of these things is fairly reasonable. It's the markup that's the issue. So let's move on to modified. So modified, like improved, is going to go with the creature armors, and it's going to match boar, I believe. So boar is at 16, 16, 19 versus 15, 14, 19. So there's not a lot in it there. Boar does have a lot of, what's that one? What is that one? Penetration. Something that Viceroy Modified doesn't have. However, Viceroy Modified has acid, where boar doesn't have so much acid. So, you know, these are trade-offs. And we're looking at 93 versus 95. If I can find boar proper. So the durability's a little bit shy. So Viceroy pips it there as well. So it's 3,800 there. But boar is around 3,300 ped, according to these figures. Now, obviously, all these figures, I don't know how factual they are. The auction scanner thing stopped working a long time ago. Is it working again? I don't know, but that seems realistic for boar right now, and this I would say seems fairly realistic for bear. It may be a little bit low, not 100% sure. Don't hesitate to comment down below if you know the prices of these sets, but what I can tell you is at modified Viceroy, you're looking at a total investment of what's that, 12 8 13,300 13,400 and something, 13k ped to upgrade to Viceroy modified. That's what's that, 13k ped, that's like $1,300. so let's compare markup values for what we can. Excuse my coughing. So Jaguar is touted at being about 13k ped, and Jaguar itself is upgradable now. So I can't remember. Is it? It is. I'm pretty sure it was upgradable. It's not showing up in the list. Oh, hang on a minute. I need to order this by name and then hit Jag. There we go. So Jaguar, Jaguar adjusted is 2 points extra over normal Jaguar. Quite a lot of points there on penetration. Shrapnel, you get a little bit extra burn, but nothing on the other, the funky stats like cold, acid, and all the rest of it. Durability is less than Viceroy modified, but it's the set effects. And what do you get there? Dodge. See, now dodge is quite different to evade. Okay, so 20% strength on seven parts for Jag on dodge is pretty strong. It's also 20% on Viceroy is pretty strong for evade, but is paying that kind of ped for modified Viceroy worth it when it falls, I'd say, a fair way short of Jaguar? Let's just check the list on total close, because that's, if you're talking about evade, that's what you're looking at protecting. It's close attack. So let me find. Someone's just got a little global there. Where is Viceroy? This is the problem. I can't see anything these days. My eyesight fails me. My focus fails me. There it is. It's even ticked. So there's Viceroy modified, and Jaguar base is all the way up here. Jaguar adjusted is even higher, and we're looking at 61 versus 48 on close protection. And if we take the total value, we're looking at 130 versus 93, which is a staggering difference on actual hard stats. So I think I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what you think about the Viceroy upgrades and what the hell is going on with the markup for the things to build it. It just doesn't seem reasonable to me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.